Can you hear me now? Let me know if you can hear me. Sorry about that. Yay! Well, let me start all over from the beginning. I'm sorry about that, guys. Hello and welcome. So, hi to Ian and Patty and 007 and 00 Sir if he's there, and Lorna. And let's see, we got Dottie Mae Sopery. Welcome, welcome. Lots of people here tonight. So what I was saying when I had myself muted was that we're going to be making a soap with no coconut oil. We're going to see how it turns out. And I was showing you guys, this is the little individual bar that we made last time. And I was saying that it took quite a while to set up, enough for me to stamp it. So it's a little bit on the soft side because it took a while to get it in the oven. Here is the main loaf. You can see the little paw prints there. And here's how it looks on the side. So it looks pretty good so far. It's just a little bit soft, so we have to be careful. Just checking here. Seeing what you guys are saying real quick. Hi, Stacy. Welcome. Let me turn these paw prints around so that when I cut them, I can better judge where they're at so I don't cut through them. Just going to check the wires. That one's loose. That one. They loosen up just sitting around, you know. Maybe they need something to do in between cutting. Okay. All right. I'm just going to make sure that we got this lined up well enough. Okay. Let's see how this looks on the inside. It's a little bit, I just feel like it needs to be over a little bit more, but it's probably my imagination. Okay, yeah, it's totally fine. Okay. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and pull out this middle bar first, if I can get it out. And here it is, the little animal print soaps. I think it turned out okay. We got the pink to orange and the pink to orange. And it looks like this blend from the orange to the pink in the background didn't come out too bad. This smells really, really good. It's a very like fruity, almost florally. It's very, very pretty. Kind of one of those hard to describe things. But yeah, it turned out okay. So that is a good thing. Now we just got to let it cure. Here's the next bar. In the back. And this is how the top looks with little paw prints. So definitely some Lisa Frank vibes there, in my opinion. Hopefully you guys liked Lisa Frank when you were little. There's the other side. And there's little paw prints. I'm super happy with this one. And the smell is really, really good. I haven't used that fragrance in a while, so here are the end pieces. I'll cut them up into samples. You love Lisa Frank. Perfect. Oh, look, it's like a rainbow. How fun. Awesome. I'm glad you guys like it. Yeah, the paw prints are really cute. I try to sneak in cute little paw prints and things whenever I can because it's cute. And I might be partial to cute things with paws. Okay, so I'm going to put these on the shelf. I'm going to set these here for just a second. I'm going to put the bars up on the shelf real quick so that they can start curing. And then we will get to making the other soap. Let's see. I need a safe spot to put these. This looks good. Right here. One interesting thing about this fragrance is even though it's described as being very, very fruity. It's not like, it doesn't just smell like fruit. It smells like a fragrance, if that makes sense. Um, and so hmm, I don't know how to describe this. So it smells like a more sophisticated version of just a fruity fragrance. So that makes it extra good and a little bit different from some of the other fruit fragrances that I've been using. We might have to do this again with some other colors, like maybe blues or purples or something. That would be fun. Okay, those are all on the shelf. I'm gonna wipe this down so we can put it away. Takes you back to your school days. Yes, those Lisa Frank trapper keepers and folders and the pens and erasers and pencils and stationery and birthday invitations, all that stuff. I remember she did a lot of animal print. She had a lot of unicorns and dolphins. There was a lot of dolphins for some reason. And puppies. She had a lot of puppies. Let's see. Okay. All right, I'm going to set this aside. Put this on the shelf. So I will be right back. If I ever get a little like soap workshop set up, it'd be nice to have one spot where I could cut the soap and I could just leave the slicer there so I didn't have to carry it back and forth. But I don't have anywhere right now to set up the workshop. But that would be really handy, and then that way we could more quickly move between, cutting the soap and making the soap so that you guys don't have to wait. Okay. Let's set this aside. All right. So let's see what you're saying here real quick. Yes, the little Lisa Frank stickers. You're making keychains with them? Oh, that's so much fun. I have a huge sticker collection, but I use it when well, sometimes I use it to write letters. Like if I'm writing letters to somebody, I'll include some stickers or something. I don't remember if I have very many Lisa Frank ones, but I have a lot of the stickopotamus ones and um, just random ones that people gave me. I'm thinking I should make a scrapbook so I can put them in there instead. All right, so let me get this recipe out so I can explain what is different about this recipe. So normally I have coconut oil in my recipes. This time we are not putting coconut oil. And I'll explain because some of you don't know. But there's a couple of people here who are allergic to coconut. So I thought we should make that soap here pretty soon. Let me see here. Can I get a swivel chair on wheels? And you don't have to get up. Yeah, I know. That would be nice. The I have to lift it up onto a shelf, so I'd have to stand up at some point anyway. I'm just being a little bit lazy. Um, that's mostly what it is. But also the transition of having to move stuff around, I feel like it slows us down. And it's probably not very exciting for you to wait for me to clean the table and move over when if I just could move and then clean up afterwards, and you guys wouldn't have to sit through the boring parts. Let's see here. Yeah, soap for Patty. Yep. I thought Double O Sir also was allergic to coconut. Yes, the temporary tattoos. Yep. I remember those. Those were fun. All right. So here's what we got. These are the melted oils. So instead of coconut, we have palm oil, and I got the wrong recipe off the shelf. Doesn't matter. I remember what's in it. I put some grapeseed oil in here, olive oil, and castor oil and hemp seed oil. So that is why it looks a little bit green, which is fine. I'm going to use a. I just got this. It's new. It's called tropical teal. It's a new teal color. I thought we'd try this out. I have a couple other teals that you've seen me use before already, and I wanted to try this one because I'm a sucker for teals, and I really like that Proud Peacock that we normally use, but I want to see, if there's a better teal out there. We might as well get to use it, right? And what I'm going to do is add a little bit of white. So we'll have like a little bit of teal and then like a lighter teal, and maybe do a real simple swirl, or maybe even just a design on top. Let me see here. Let me see what you guys are saying. You're allergic to hemp too? Really? Tell me if you're messing with me or if it's true. Because if it's true, we could make a different soap. Yep. Okay. So we can do a different soap. Let's see. Hmm. We can do, well, we could do another 100% coconut oil. I mean, not coconut oil. I'm sorry. Olive oil. That would take a long time to cure, though, and I don't think you want to wait another 6 months. Let's see. Let's see. Let me set this aside real quick. Anything I use, well, why don't we do this? Because anything I use with palm oil is going to take time to melt. And so why don't we make this soap, and then what we'll do on, let's see, Monday, I will make something. Is there anything else you're allergic to, so I don't accidentally make another soap with allergies? I'll go write it down. Right, but for Monday, I'll make one that doesn't have hemp and doesn't have coconut. I just need to know if there's anything else you're allergic to, so I don't accidentally put it in. While I'm waiting, I'm going to go ahead and add some of the teal to this, because we're just going to use a little bit of white to lighten it. Yeah, no aloe. That's right. Let me put that down also. I wrote that down on the other one, but I'm going to put, just in case I forget, just coconut, aloe, and hemp. Okay, I will not put those in. Yeah, I didn't have any aloe in this, so yep, no problem. We will do that for Monday. Okay. All right. This is brand new, so hopefully I don't. Just going to put it straight into the oils this time, because what we're going to do is when I get to the part where I want it lightened, I'll just add a little bit of the white to this. I figured since this is teal, even though the oils are a little bit on the green side, from the hemp and from the olive oil, that it should still look good. Yep, see, that's a really nice color. We add a little bit more so we can really have that color come out. And then we'll add white. Okay, there we go. So that's just the colors added. Okay. Let me put my face shield on real quick. Just a second. All right. But this is fine, because if Double O Sir can have a hemp oil, then now he'll have a choice of, either soap. So all is not lost. Somebody will be able to enjoy this soap. And we will still make the other one Monday because I like the challenge of trying to think of another recipe because the coconut oil makes the bars nice and hard. So coming up with something else is always fun to do. I'm just making sure that's really mixed in well. Yeah, you can see it's got a nice teal shade to it. Okay, we'll go ahead and add the light water to this. Okay. And since I haven't used this recipe before, I don't know how fast this is going to set up. So we will see. All right, just a second. We'll let that set aside. Let me see what you're saying real quick. To grass and the sun. Yeah, I feel you on the sun. I feel like I'm melting and burning every time I go outside. Yeah, Lysol. Ugh. Oh, I'm glad you guys like the color. Yeah, this is actually turning out okay with that green. So I'm glad I used that one. And then the fragrance I chose for this one is brand new. I just got this. It's called it's got kind of a wacky name. It's called the Grim Reaper. It's by Nurture Soap also. But sounds terrible, but it's not. And I told myself, hey, I'm going to look this up before we start the live stream so I can tell you what it smells like exactly. And then I didn't do that. So let me do that. Had a lot of little things going on. Okay, so this fragrance is kind of complex. It smells really pretty. I don't know why they call it the Grim Reaper, but they do. So it's got ylang ylang, tonka bean, rose, and jasmine. It's got some like fruity notes. And if you like jasmine, it says if you like jasmine, you'll like this one. Um, Let me just see if I can. Yeah, it's definitely floral, and there are fruity notes there. It smells really good. I don't know why they call it Grim Reaper because it doesn't smell like death. So who knows? People are creative with their names. You'll love that. You can actually see the green tint for a change. I know, right? This camera, I'm telling you. I'm going to go ahead and put this in real quick. And this also says it's supposed to accelerate slightly, but you guys know I like a challenge, so I'll just dump that in. And we will deal with any acceleration. It kind of doesn't matter to me unless it's just floral and it'll turn to a rock in 5 seconds, and we'll have a problem. I don't think this will do that though. Let me just mix this in a little bit. Okay. This smells really nice. I also tried to choose a fragrance that wasn't overly feminine. I feel like we've been doing a lot of kind of like feminine scents. Whoops. Like really super florals. So that's why I went with this. Because even though this has florals and fruity notes, it's not. It has like a, I don't know, like a the base note basically just to me smells more gender neutral. So all right, so I've got the mold here. Making sure I got the lines drawn on it still. Okay, I do. All right, and there is a white line at the bottom. Where is it? Down there. That's a scratch. So I can't make that line go away. Let's see. Maybe we'll use the swirl tool. Let me grab that. And okay. All right. Yeah, we'll just use that, I think. Let's see what you guys are saying real quick. Floral death, yeah. No, it doesn't smell like Death 007. It doesn't. Yeah, no, definitely not. Smells like flowers you sent to the funeral. I don't know. I don't know what those smell like. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, this is actually, I mean, honestly, this is it's thickening, but it's not. When it said accelerated slightly, I was expecting, I don't know what I was expecting, but not this. So I think we might actually be okay with this. Um, let me, yeah, this looks fine. Okay, I'll pour this in. This is a really pretty teal. I'm glad I got this one. I wasn't sure because I tend to just get teals because I like them. And then, but this is more like a, I don't know, almost like a true teal. But I don't know if that's because the oils are green or who knows. Anyway, okay, so this is the part where I add the white to the remainder. And then we're going to do a little bit of a swirl with it. Hopefully it'll look cool. So there's that. There's the white. And this is just olive oil and the white mixed up. Okay. There you go. So it kind of makes almost a pastel mint or something. That's neat. All right, so let's do like, because you guys can't really see what I'm doing. Let me do it this way around. You see? Probably not. I'll do my best. Okay, I'm going to pour it all down on one side here, like that. And then one person gets, just kidding, we're going to mix it. We'll do it this way, and then we'll cut the bars like this so that all the bars have the same amount, roughly, of the color. Okay, so there's that. And now, yeah, I'm going to take some of this. I could take this mask off now. Hold on. There we go. I'm free. All right. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll just put a little of this on top. This pale teal here. And then I get my stick. Where'd it go? Here it is. And I got my +1 chopstick of texture. And we'll just kind of drag it through a bunch of times over to one side. There we go. So that way it's a pretty design, but it's not like super ultra girly swirls or whatever. Even though I like all that stuff. Sometimes people want something a little less feminine looking. Okay. I'm just going to clean the sides up. And honestly, this smells super good. I really like this fragrance. I might get more of it if you guys end up liking it. I just tap out air bubbles. And I'm just going to reinforce these lines here so I don't confuse myself because I got a mark there. Dink. Dink. Okay. Not that, these very obvious lines on top won't be a dead giveaway, but All right, I got this little... oh yeah, this one is also by Nurture Soap. This Tropical Teal is what it's called, in case you guys want it. I have links down below that go to all the different fragrance oils and micas and things, in case you guys decide you want to get some of this and try it yourself. All right, and I left my spatula here. Yeah, I don't know. It says it accelerates slightly, but this is kind of the type of acceleration I'm used to. However, this is a different recipe, so maybe if I hadn't added this fragrance, the acceleration would have been a lot slower. I don't know. I should probably test it with my regular recipe. That would make a whole lot more sense, wouldn't it? Okay. All right. And then we'll put this in. just flatten this real quick. And give me just a sec. I'll finish pouring this in, and then I will check chat again. I think this is probably thick enough for me to put the last bits on top and mound it up so that this bar isn't flat and we're not wasting any. Okay. There's that. There we go. I'll give it a little bit of a tap here. Actually, this probably, whoops, just threw this at myself. Great, got soap all over me. I'm a walking disaster today. Okay, so let's swirl this a little bit so it looks less like a blob. There we go. Now it's just got kind of a pretty top, sort of, without any real, like, oh, maybe I have, do I have any down here? No. I was thinking I might have had some of the dark batter left to do, we could do the white. That would be pretty. Do like a couple little dots like that. Wipe this off. Okay. There we go. That looks pretty. That's how that looks. Assuming the camera focused at all. And I'll move this forward to you so you guys see. There you go. That's how, whoops. Come. Different camera setup every single time I do this, so let's see what you guys are saying here. Are soap and mica resins, or what am I saying? Yes, the micas can be the same, yeah. Sometimes, so like for example, a long time ago, when I first started making soap, most purple micas would turn gray in soap. So Nurture Soap and a few other places came up with these purples that didn't turn gray in soap. So they are pretty much the same, but sometimes they will behave differently in soap than they will in resin. Purple was one of them, but they fixed that since then. And now, like if I go to Nurture Soap and get a purple, I know it's not going to turn brown. I mean, it's not going to turn gray. Um, I've used micas from different companies. You just have to make sure that they're skin safe. A lot of micas will say, like, for example, like green micas, you can't use on lips, like lip products. So I can't make like green lip balm. I mean, there's probably some out there that there's probably some sort of colorant I can use that's green that's safe for lips, but I don't know what it is, and I'd have to find it. But all the ones that I have that are micas are not lip safe. So with soap there's just the extra step of making sure that the micas will perform well in the soap and that they're skin safe. But otherwise, any micas that you use for soap, you can use in uh, um, acrylics. No, not acrylics. The resin you can use in resin. Um, for the most part. But I would always test it just to make sure. Yeah, thank you. I like the white too. I thought it would really pop because I didn't have any more of the dark, but I think the white shows up better anyway. Ghosts, yeah. Great. Now we've got this death and decay and ghosts. Yeah, it does look like ghosts. You're right. Well, that was unintentional, I promise. Should we draw smiley faces on them? Probably not. Hi, Jill. Welcome. Yeah, no testing. Just go for it. Yeah. Yeah, that's how I do a lot of my learning too. Just do it and see what happens. I mean, as long as it's let's see, you use cosmetic labeled mica and resin before, so you probably, yeah. I mean, I think that the only difference is that the cosmetics just have stricter guidelines because they're going on your skin. Like with soap, it's a wash off product, so it's like it doesn't really stay on the skin. But something that does stay on, like the lip balms and things, it's different because it's going to stay on your skin. And also with lip balms, people have a tendency to like chew their lips and stuff, and there are some micas you don't want to eat for some reason. I don't know what the reason is. I could look it up. It probably has to do with how they're colored, like maybe the oxides aren't safe to ingest or something. So it's a lot more, a lot more strict, the different types of cosmetics and things that you make. Um, but yeah, I don't see why it wouldn't work in resin. My wife got me death soap, right? It's not going to be called that. We need a different name. Maybe we can call it the Jolly Green Giant or something. Death soap. Oh no. Yeah, makeup they have fats in it. Yep. Yeah, it doesn't smell anything like death. It smells like flowers and a little. There are fruity notes. You definitely pick that up. And then there's some sort of like there's a base note there that's very. I don't know how to describe it. It's almost a little bit warm. It's not like the spicy like that lime fragrance in the flamingo soaps, but it's has a really nice base note. It's probably the tonka bean that I'm smelling. He'll watch it from the beginning later. Yeah. Yeah, you missed the drama. Oh look, this is firming up nicely. I like this. This turned out really good. The acceleration rate and all that was perfect because it gave me time to work with it, but now it's setting up and I don't have to worry about it spilling. Yeah, floral death, there you go. Dead roses. Oh. Yeah, this is what the bottle looks like. It says it's called the Grim Reaper. Let me smell again. Yeah, I don't know. There's something there. It smells really good though. Like this is not. I don't think. I don't think the Grim Reaper would smell like that. I just don't. But I don't know what he smells like, so I'm definitely not an expert on the subject. Hopefully, it stays that way for a while. Anyways, but yeah, so we will cut this on Monday. Um, and then also Monday, I will be making a soap that Patty can actually use, with no hemp seed oil and no coconut. So maybe we can do like you can use like avocado oil maybe, or like sweet almond. Would those be okay? Because I feel like maybe I don't, but I feel like I need to put something in there other than um just palm and olive oil. I feel like it needs something else. Yeah, maybe he is snazzy. I don't know. Maybe he wears lots of bling. Why did I buy a scent labeled death? Well, the truth is, I wanted to try a bunch of different fragrances, and I've been starting to buy them in these little bottles so we can try them once, see if you guys like them, and then if somebody wants more, like lavender, for example, everybody wants lavender, so I buy that in a big container. But I used to just buy everything in big containers, and now I've got hundreds of bottles, and I don't know if I'll even be able to finish them all. So when I test out new ones, I want to do these small ones so that I don't have all this leftover oil hanging around. Um, and I was looking for fragrances that would not turn the soaps brown, because a lot of fragrances turn the soaps brown. Anything that smells like vanilla is going to turn the soap brown, and almost always. And then there are other fragrances that even without the vanilla, they still. Sorry, I'm adjusting the camera. Even without the vanilla, they still turn the soap brown. So I wanted just to try some that weren't finicky like that, just so that we could try the fragrances. And this was one of the ones on the list. And the description of the fragrance smelled or sounded very different from a lot of the other things we've been using. So I thought this sounded nice. It sounded really different, and I just ignored the name. Because I find that a lot of times things will have a name and then I'll get it and it smells nothing like I thought. That's why I go by the descriptions instead of by the names. Let me see. How long is my sale? Oh, that's right. Thank you, 007. Okay, so the sale ends tomorrow, and that's for the all the clearance soaps. They're 70% off right now. So you can get those, I think, until the end of tomorrow. So um, I think it's done by Eastern time. So I think it goes until like 11:59 p.m. Eastern time. So that'd be, let's see, like 8. Would that be like 8:59? Yeah, Pacific time. So in that range. Um, and then that's that coupon code that I mailed out. So if you're not on the email list, um, there's always that link down below where it says get 10% off. That's the email list. Then you'll be getting another reminder email tomorrow, and that'll have the coupon code for the free shipping for. So even if you want just to buy a couple of bars, but you don't want to pay like the shipping, that's the free shipping code, and that's in the email. Yeah, Stacy, it seems like that if somebody like close to you or even yourself, if you just like buy a whole bunch of the same scent, you get tired of it after a while. It's definitely very true. But um but a lot of fragrances have vanilla in them. Like I have a fragrance that I want to use soon. It's called Peaches and Cream. We'll probably do it as like a summer soap, but the Peaches and Cream has vanilla in it to give it that, it has like a peach scent and then like this vanilla to the vanilla like makes the soap smell like cream. And or like blackberry vanilla. I have a blueberry cobbler. The blueberry cobbler has vanilla in it. It's like pretty much. I was looking at my soaps, not my soaps, my fragrances. Almost every fragrance I have has vanilla in it. And like, let me just show you real quick. I think I still have one right here. Some of the soaps that I made that are on clearance right now. Part of the reason they're on clearance is because they started to turn brown, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, it's totally safe to use. It just doesn't look as pretty. Yeah, here's one. I'll show you. Um, so I had two that had a very, very high vanilla count. One was pumpkin pie, and the other was poppy seed muffin. And hopefully you'll be able to see this, but let me move this a little bit. So this is poppy seed muffin. This was pure white, but you can see like down the edge here, it's starting to turn like tan, and that's the vanilla and the fragrance doing that. It smells so good. It smells just like a poppy seed muffin, and it has poppy seeds in it. Oh, like you want to eat that. It smells so good. But after a few months, it starts to turn brown, and um, then they're just not as pretty anymore. That's all. So I try to avoid. Um, like I'll still use the fragrances with vanilla, but I wanted to have some that didn't have the vanilla in them also, just so I wouldn't have to worry about dealing with that. Let me see what you're saying here. Oh yeah, put them in the yeah, you can put them in like your clothes drawers. You can also put it in with your linens, and it just makes everything smell good. Yeah, put them on the ceiling fan. Just be careful that it doesn't slip off. Just reading what you're saying here. Or put it in front of like if you have like a stand one of those standing fans, maybe you could put it on the grill in the front. It probably worked 007 as long as the tape didn't fail because you wouldn't want it to go flying across the room. Use at your own risk, I guess. Oh yeah, put it in a bag first. That would be good. Oh, also, let me see if I can. Hopefully, I can get over there without the microphone messing up. Let me show you one more thing. Okay, so lately I've been trying to remember to send these out with the samples. They are these um little fabric bags. Um, they have a little drawstring on them. I just got soap on this one, of course. Anyway, trying to get the soap off. 1 second. But yeah, these little fabric bags. What you do with them? Oh, come on. It's gonna fight me. I should have had this. I keep remembering like like after the live to show you guys these. Okay, so basically you could put the little sample in here like this, the sample soap, and then you use this like you just get it wet and you rub it in your hands like this, and it helps that little bar lather up really really nice. So there's a couple of soaps I have like the sea salt bars. Sea salt bars tend to not have the ones that are like a lot of sea salt. They don't tend to have the strongest lather, but if you put them in something like this, then they'll give you a really nice lather. Just checking what you guys are saying. Put one inside the furnace output vent. Yep. You can, but just be careful that it doesn't get super hot. Alrighty. So anyways, back to what I was saying before. We're gonna cut this Monday, and I'll do the soap that doesn't have coconut, doesn't have hemp in it, and doesn't have aloe in it. And then and yep, you reminded me about the sale already. Ends tomorrow. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. This was so much fun. And I'll see you guys all Monday. Have a great night.